We all want someone to treat us the right way. We all want someone who will love us with all of our flaws or all of our challenges, not in spite of it. Right? We all feel that things would be so good if only I had that person. Things would start getting better once I find them. My life would just turn around once I am with the right person, with the one I love. But you know what you're doing? You're just wasting your life with this mentality. Stop waiting for the right moment to start living your life because your life is too short and you don't know how long it is. Harsh reality, right? So let's talk. Before we start, just a small introduction. Hello, I am Pragya and I make feel good content or things that I feel people need to listen because I wanted to hear them at certain moments of my life on Instagram. And this is my first time on YouTube. I have been keeping this on hold for a very long time because I felt my content is not good enough. Maybe some people might find that too. And I was worried about my editing skills not being great, which they are not. Yes, honestly. And this is not an edited video. This is a very raw one, but I decided to just sit and talk. And let's learn things together, grow together, and I would appreciate if you be kind in the comments. I don't have a great mental health, just FYI. And also, please feel free to use the comments to share your insights or just talk with each other if you have ever felt in the similar manner. Coming back to the topic, what I want to talk about today is self-worth, because you cannot do anything in your life if you are not loving yourself first. I am a manifestation girly and I believe that you can actually manifest anything out of thin air if you really work towards it. And something that I have learned over the years that I have been practicing manifestations, that I have been learning about the universe and the law of attraction and all of these things, is it all starts with the thought, and then you have to manifest it by embodying that feeling. Let's simplify it a little bit. If you want to have a healthy and loving relationship, a long term relationship, or a loving partner, you need to start by loving yourself first. You need to actually live in a manner that you are showing up for yourself, treating yourself the way you need to be treated. Let's simplify it a little bit more. It all boils down to self-worth. So what you're manifesting is how you actually feel. I can say that I deserve to be loved. I am worthy of kindness. I deserve to be treated with respect even when I am making mistakes. We all do. But in moments where I make mistakes, I am my biggest critic. Being a critic is not a bad thing, but what I'm trying to say is I am the person who's doing the most negative talk. I am one who's criticizing even the smallest mistakes that I have made, which are easily redeemable. Okay, so maybe I did not do a great presentation. I was not a great communicator, or maybe I could not show up the way I wanted to for people, but these things are easily redeemable. Maybe I am not my healthiest self, but who is stopping you to do it in the future? No one, right? So, this is where it is all going to start. You first need to understand that you are worthy of all the things you want, even when you are in your growth phase. You don't start loving yourself once you have become something great. You love yourself in spite of the mistakes you're making or the challenges you're facing. And that's it. That is how you manifest someone who would treat you the same way in your life. Self worth defines the kind of people we attract. Self worth defines the kind of situations we find us in. If we are constantly thinking that I'm not good enough, how are you going to find opportunities where you get a chance to do better? You are your biggest enemy. Yes. And chasing that perfect and most idealistic self is just stopping you from reaching your potential, from living the best life. We all want to start, we all have said many times, like, oh, I'll be so happy once I have that. Oh, I'll be so happy once I have become that. But who knows how long it is going to take? And honestly, who knows how long do we even have to live? A little bit dark, but life is unpredictable. We all can just stop existing tomorrow. Then you were planning to be happy, you don't get the chance. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, but this is how it is. You can't plan to feel good when something great happens, when you have reached that certain milestone. Your self worth is not judged only in the worst moments of your life or at the best moments of your life. The biggest challenge in keeping a positive outlook about your life and a positive attitude towards you is during the transition phase. We all want to do better, I hope so, and we all want to achieve something great, but no one wants to go through the transitional phase. No one wants to get out of their comfort zone. No one wants to actually struggle. But nothing in life is given to us or handed out to us in a silver plate, right? Even the people that we see around, the most confident women that I see on social media, I love, or the people I aspire to be like, had their worst times, had their moments of growth, had to take a hard path to be there where they are. And you will not be able to even start the journey if you are not kind to begin with. Self worth is not just something that, oh, I'm so good, or I'm so smart, or I am so beautiful, or something like that. Self worth is a lot more than that. Self worth is knowing that you should be treated with respect. Self worth is knowing that in spite of your flaws, you deserve a chance. In spite of your mistakes, you deserve to be treated with love, kindness, and fairly. Self worth is a practice that you need to do every day. It's not something that just one day you get up and you just start feeling, oh, I'm just great, I'm gonna do it, I am the best, I can do everything. Because if you feel this is what it is, it's just a spur of the moment thing, then you're wrong. You need to show up for yourself. You need to constantly push yourself. You need to constantly be there for yourself. Some small things that I feel helped me with the constant feeling of not being good enough were changing the way I talk about myself, changing the way I take feedback, and showing up without making excuses and respecting if I have legitimate reasons and challenges. Not reasons, not all reasons are excuses, not all excuses are legitimate. Sometimes we fool ourselves into believing that some excuse was worth not showing up. And that is where we need to stop and question, look at ourselves in the mirror, and give ourselves a tough talk, right? So the first thing that I said, how we talk about ourselves, this is this does not mean that I'm constantly going to be praising, oh my god, I'm so amazing, oh my god, I'm so beautiful. This means that when I am going through a growth phase, I am saying that I am working on something. The growth I have should not be compared to someone else. I know that I am doing great and I feel great about it and I love myself. Taking feedback the right way is, sometimes you might feel that whatever you have done is right, but you don't choose how others might feel about it. You might think that, oh, I decided to show up for myself. I was not rude. I was just standing up, but there are so many ways you could have done it in. There are certain people who actually care about you, who actually want you to grow, and that is why take feedback from the right people and take it in a sporty, healthy way. And third thing that I said is showing up for myself. If I want to be healthy, I need to work out, I need to eat good. There can be reasons when you are unable to do so. Like for me, I can't get out of the bed during my periods, and that's a legitimate reason. But just because I had a hard day at work is not good enough, because we all will have good days and we all will have bad days, but consistency is the key, and you've got it. So, for this is all I wanted to say. This was very raw, and sorry if I was repetitive, redundant, or something. I'm still gonna post this. I'll do better with the coming content, but I'll try to be constant. No, I will be consistent. This is one thing that you should take away. One last thing that you should take away from this video is, stop saying that you will try to do something and start saying, I will do it, I am doing it, and go ahead. Okay? So, see you next time, and tell me if you liked it, or tell me if you want to talk about something else. Ta-da!